Tastes like what I would expect grits to taste like.
That's funny.
It was good. I was like, these aren't grits. These aren't grits. That's I gotta lock in.
Gotta log in.
Oh my God. You and that fucking stupid ass filter.
As I did to Haley.
What did Haley say?
Lock in.
She also said lock in.
Yeah.
I gotta lock in. Guess what?
What?
It's morning. It's actually morning in real life right now. No, it's morning. You wake up.
She looks king.
He's asleep.
She go back to sleep.
Sorry, every time I say he's asleep, it's just the funniest thing hearing. She go back to sleep.
I don't want to disturb him.
You feel the bed move a little bit.
She opens her eyes.
You see Kane waking up.
She looks at him.
He opens his eyes and looks at you.
Good morning.
Good morning. He's just looking at you.
What's for breakfast?
I don't know. What do you want?
Frittata.
Frittata?
Yeah.
Mary having a frittata yesterday. He's like, I can make that. He gets up.
She follows him.
You follow him. He starts to cook.
She sits at the bar.
He's at the bar. You see the picture that you hung up of Axel drawing the family together.
She thinks about getting a frame for it.
You look at it. You notice there's something else to the photo. Because he would do this stupid shit.
She looks at it.
It seems there's also another kid in the photo.
She looks closer.
It seems to be a baby. He would do that stupid shit. I was thinking about it. I was like, he would also do that shit. Axel would absolutely.
She chuckles.
Yeah, you're holding the kid, it seems. It kind of looks like you. It looks like you and Kane. He's like, can you hear Kane say, what are you laughing at?
She points to the picture.
He looks at it. He's like, well, he chuckles.
She says, it's we'll have to change the name. It can't be Axel.
He chuckles.
That'd be too confusing.
No, but you can't have another Axel?
No. It would get to the OG Axel's head.
I think Axel would love another sibling named after him.
We'd call Axel and two would come.
They'd be technically twins at that point.
Yeah, it's just, however many years apart.
Chuckles. He goes back to cooking.
She measures it out for a frame.
You just find a measuring tape in the house and start measuring it. It's a nice, 8 by, what's the typical letter
10.
size? Yeah, 8 by 10. But it's, landscaped.
She's like, perfect. I think I can get a frame for this.
She's already like, I need to get a frame.
She makes sure it's also not up with tape so that way it doesn't get damaged when she takes it off the wall. She makes sure it's up with a makeshift tack or something.
They probably have tacks back in the old days, but they're a little lot
just different. Yeah.
Maybe wooden tacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they would have. They'd have a wooden tack with the metal thing. Yeah, you could just get a wooden tack and you stuck it on there. You see, Kane finishes cooking.
She says, are the kids still over at my parents' house?
No, they have to go to school today,
okay.
so your parents probably took them to school.
Oh,
they'll be back tonight.
That's good. I hope they had a fun time with my parents.
Did they suspect anything?
The kids or my parents?
Well, the kids, obviously. Your parents probably could have suspected something.
Yeah, I told them briefly.
Mm-hmm.
I probably do need to talk to them, though. I think Axel was, fooled.
Elaine probably was not.
No, she probably knows something's wrong. Well, was wrong.
I'll probably be bothered by it again.
Yep. I mean, we could talk to her. We could talk to her together.
If you'd like to.
We can.
She usually only pesters me if something's wrong with me. Just like you do.
Well, we can talk to her together.
I have to wait until after school's done.
Well, obviously. You can't just take her out of school. What would she do? Her poor education.
Even though she would probably be the happiest.
She'd never be able to get into college.
Oh, with her straight A's.
Her dreams shattered.
He chuckles. She's too smart for her own good.
Yes, she is.
Axel's just as smart, but he never says anything.
No. But also, he's like, what, 4?
I think about 5.
Turning 5? When was his birthday?
Oh no, he is 5.
When's his birthday?
It's coming up in a few months.
When's Elaine's birthday?
Hers is a month after Axel's.
Okay. We need to have a calendar.
We do have a calendar. He points at the one on the wall.
She walks over to it.
You walk over, you look at it, and you're like, wow. And apparently this month, at the end of it, seems to be Kane's birthday. Marked by Elaine's handwriting, big and bold.
She's like, oh, she already marked your birthday.
She likes to make sure I don't forget because I tend not to remember.
Well, you won't forget.
I don't.
Ever again.
In his head. Isn't yours next month?
She looks. She says, I don't see it on here.
You do see it on there. You can
She
choose.
covers it up.
But you see it in Kane's handwriting.
Hey.
What?
I could wrote it.
I wanted to write it.
Do you even know how old I'm turning?
Has Jacqueline, I gotta remember what age she is. She's like 24?
She's 25.
She's 25, so she's still gonna be 26.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna be 26.
And you'll be what, 28?
Yes. I'll be 28 and then you'll be 26.
Old man.
I guess I am. I'm graying and my back hurts.
Don't worry, my back hurts too. We're twins.
He puts your plate down on the bar.
She walks back over.
You walk back over. It's a frittata.
She eats it.
You eat it. It's very good. You can feel, like, as you pass by the front door, the chill coming through the front door.
Oh, it's so cold outside.
Well, there's still 8 feet of snow in front of Alamiga.
I don't like it.
I thought you said you're okay with the cold.
I am, but not for extended amounts of time. It's just not my scene.
He says, what is your scene?
Not cold weather?
He chuckles.
She says, you can't really be stylish in cold weather.
I
What do you wear? A hat? A little beanie? Or a jacket? Whoa, that's inventive. No, you have to wear something cool.
I mean, I'm not familiar with winter clothing. I never had to worry about winter.
She says, sometimes it gets pretty cold in the west. So
Yeah,
sometimes we had to have that.
You know it does snow in the west, like, but it's very light compared to when y'all went up to the north. But it's like light. East is like basically going into like fucking
Desert.
yeah. It's going to the middle of Mexico or Ecuador. That's what it
Yeah.
like kind of feels like.
She says it snows sometimes in the west, so I'm pretty acquainted with cold-ish weather. Nothing like we saw in the north, but
And now, I presume.
yeah, nothing like this either, other than when we went to the north. But definitely not my scene. There's a reason that I wanted to live with you here in the east.
And not because I just live here in the east and this is my home.
No, I just also like the weather here.
She chuckles.
And it's pretty here.
It is pretty here.
I hope it stays pretty, even though fucking
Well,
nature omen.
I think Merlin's doing his best with the nature element.
That's good.
He's, as much as he can be quite his head is a rock half the time, most of the time. He's very.
He cares about the animals in nature.
He does, and he's very.
There's a reason he's
smart.
a druid.
Besides being a nudist, yes.
She chuckles. She says, I also have to check in on, like, Everyone.
Again, like you always do.
I haven't talked to them properly in a couple of days.
True.
It's been busy.
I know. And he's like, do I need to check in with you?
How so?
Do I need to check you?
I think I'm good.
Think you're good?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what happened to my soul again?
I disintegrated Elliot.
Yes. And you had a whole
Multiple
style
times.
change as well.
It was for the celebration of defeating Elliot.
He chuckled a little bit.
I also felt that if I'm going to be disintegrating somebody a lot, my hair can't be as long. So I cut it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been needing a trim. It's been neglected.
He's like, well, whatever hairstyle you choose, I'm going to love. So.
See? And so, I had to wear something also that was warm enough, because I didn't know what your soul was going to be like. So it had to be warm enough, and it had to be like not too flowy, because I'm going to be blowing him up.
Is it funny? Is Electra actually being genuine? Like, she's just
Yeah.
like, yeah. She's like being genuine, like, I gotta do this.
And she's like, so I had to wear different clothing. Just like, I don't have a bunch of winter clothes, so I have to make work with what I have.
He chuckles and he's like, that's fair. He's like, how was the Underdark? I didn't get to hear much about that.
Oh,
And what did you find out? Because, I also didn't hear much about that.
well, we found one of Iris's assets.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a... So, it's a little complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But long story short, Zul and Ramona got caught by a pocket dimension because Iris was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up getting them out. Mikhail ended up getting them out while I distracted Iris, and Damaris looked into stuff on Iris.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up finding where her base of operations was. But I ended up talking to Iris near the end of the conversation. I fucked up a little bit. And she ended up realizing I was who I am. And she let us leave.
Mm-hmm.
We contemplated blowing up the place, but Mikhail said that he didn't want to because there were innocents, but there were like catacombs under the place, so I assumed that more than likely every single attendee there was going to get possessed and go under Iris's command,
Mm-hmm.
or either that was going to be used for a particular reason, something similar.
Mm-hmm.
But since Mikhail was uncomfortable with it, me and Damaris backed off and did not blow up the place.
Sounds about what I expected would kind of happen.
And given that Iris assumed we would know where her house was after this whole little expenditure, I figured that we should not do the brash thing and go blow it up. I figured we could wait.
How are you feeling?
Bait it out.
With all that. It's a lot of decision making there.
I feel like it's gonna bite Mikhail in the ass, but that's it.
Sometimes that's how we learn.
Well, that's also why I decided to back off.
Mm-hmm. I know, I got bit in the ass so many times when I was a hero.
I did too, but not as a hero.
I guess both ends they get their ass bit.
Yeah, she says, yes, but I think that innocence or not, being in there, a catacomb sitting under a place
Mm-hmm.
where she's having a ball with a bunch of people.
It's not good news
No.
either way.
It's not. Now, I figure at the very least, even if it went bad like I assumed it would, that we'd be able to at least track where she sends it. We might be able to get a bigger hint out of it.
I'm sure Damaris is on that as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm sure he is too.
He's like, what did you see my soul again? Off top of it?
You!
Yes, that makes sense.
I saw my liar.
Well, yeah.
I saw, your soul you took me to a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a big tree, but it was kind of like hazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pulled out my soul.
Chuckles. And he says, yeah, I know that tree.
What is it?
Well, it's that place I wanted to take you, but it's like about a week trip to get there.
Well, we have to go.
Maybe when things aren't so busy.
Okay. This is fine.
Only when you want to, then I'll take you.
She says, well, I'll always want to. But I suppose when it's not, you know, this snowy.
I guess that's true. I don't know the state of the tree right now anymore. It's all snowy.
Yeah, maybe we should wait until the snow is
Clear.
gone. Yeah.
He says, yeah, but it's an important place I used to visit a lot when I was
Well, then I have to see it.
He chuckles.
Have the kids ever seen it?
I think they have. I took them there one day after our parents passed.
Aww. Oh my gosh.
Not her face.
We could do a little family trip.
Chuckles.
Stop. We could take who? We could take Bones. We could take, oh my gosh, we could take the dragons. We could all go on a little trip.
Whatever you wish for.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah, it was mostly a private place for me, but said the kids might like it, especially I was raising them at the time because our parents were busy with war.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, or it could just be us. Either way works.
I guess we can figure it out when snow passes and melts.
Yeah.
It used to be 10 feet. You think 2 feet have melted off of the snow?
She says, I just don't know how I feel about leaving them here alone for an extended amount of time.
Especially after what happened, I don't blame you. That was pretty scary.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you feel about all that?
Which parts?
And Elliot basically snooping in.
Not fantastic, but what can you do about it?
That's true. He says, yeah, that's true. He's like thinking. It's probably some absurd idea you think.
What?
Just thinking of absurd ideas.
In what regard?
How to protect ourselves from Elliot.
Well, I don't really know that there's a feasible way to do that.
I guess don't get stuck in a ritual circle.
It's not like you could have helped that. You got pushed down a hole.
Besides any other way to get stuck in a ritual circle.
Well, yeah, you know, no one walk into a ritual circle. We'll keep that in mind. We'll tell everyone. That's some good safety tips. Don't walk into a ritual circle.
He chuckles. Well, you want to start talking to everyone?
Yeah, we can. She thinks. She's like, I don't know who to start with then. I'll start with...
Yeah, I haven't talked to your parents probably the longest. So
Yeah,
far.
I'll talk with my parents. I guess.
You don't have to.
No, I do.
Do you?
They're my parents.
Wait, she said that. You have a lot of parents.
Evidently. I got 2 fucking sets.
He chuckles at that one.
She says, come.
He walks out without a coat on.
She walks right back in with him and puts a coat on him.
He's like,
In a blanket.
I don't need the blanket electric.
Surprise the blanket.
He says, okay. He's like, do you have a coat?
Yeah, of course. The one you gave me.
That he made for you. She's already like, I guess that's one thing about being in the cold is you can wear that.
Perfect timing.
But you walk outside, it is cold, just as always, and you still see the white ass, bright ass snow sitting there in front of Alamigo.
She's got a little winter outfit on, beanie and everything.
King just got wrapped up by fucking Electra, dude.
He's got a little beanie for his horns too.
Yeah, she like puts it on and that's before they leave too. Yep, but you're out in Alamigo.
She walks to her parents.
Yep, to your parents' house.
Knock knock.
You knock, your mom opens it. She's like, "You've been busy."
I have been busy.
She's like, "Come on in. Probably avoid the cold that way."
Yeah, that would be best for Kane.
Yeah, but you get inside. You see your dad cleaning the dishes.
Hi, Dad.
Hi. How's everything?
Getting better.
That's good. I was like, yeah. And she's like, I was wondering what really was going on after you dumped Axel and Elaine on us. Not that I mind. You should do it again.
She
Soon.
chuckles.
She's so funny.
She says, well, I kind of told you it was an Elliot thing.
Yeah. What's the details about that?
So, since Kane was in the Underdark, basically Elliot was in Kane's soul.
Oh, ew. That's gross.
Quite. To the extent that he could hear conversations and, on the last day, control his very body.
That is not good for both of you.
No, it was not. But we got into I got into Kane's soul and I killed Elliot in it.
You went to his soul.
Yeah.
How was it?
He's cute.
I see, okay. She, like, looks at your dad, who's not looking
And I
at
got a piece of my soul back.
How did you do that? So I remember you telling me.
Yeah, how did you do that, Kane?
Kane looks around idly. Luck.
No. Tell her the story.
He's like,
It's a good one.
You looked worried when I was telling you it.
No. I'm sure my mom will not make the same look that I did. Go ahead, tell her.
No, and your mom's already looking suspicious.
Go ahead, tell her.
She's like, she's all like prim and proper on the, like, at the dinner table. Your dad's like not really, well, you think he's paying attention, but he's like cleaning the dishes, and he's like, so I looks at Electra.
Go ahead.
So Elliot teleported in my body to the Holy City Labyrinth, and then the only thought in my mind was, oh, I'm in the labyrinth. This is where Electra's soul is at. And then I started looking, saw it, tried to take back my body. I did, cut Electra's soul, and took it inside myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then he looks at you and he's like, and that's it.
Yep.
Your mom's like, I don't blame him. I'd do the same thing if something happened like that to your father, so.
The primary focus would be getting the fuck out of the labyrinth.
Kane looking away. Yeah, that too.
Not that it's not appreciated.
And she's like, well, he did come out safely, it seems, so.
Luckily. Could not have.
You see Kane kind of shrinks into himself. She's like, well, that's busy.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Elliot out of his soul. I have to look into that soul thing.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
She glances at her dad.
Dad's not paying attention.
She's like, okay. And then we found Iris's base of operations.
So that was the whole thing when y'all came back.
Yeah, when we went to the Underdark.
And how'd that go?
Well, Damaris found the information on the place. Zul and Ramona got sucked into a pocket dimension. Mikkel got them out. This all happened because Iris was at the place we tracked the thing to. She's the one that killed Ball.
Okay, I did hear about that.
Yes. From what it seems, from what Zul has said, it was a accident. Little confusing there.
A little confusing there.
And then I distracted her while Mikkel disabled the pocket dimension, got Zul and Ramona out. Damaris got out, and then last minute she realized who I was, but she let us go. I had the concept to blow up the place. Damaris seconded. Mikkel said no because innocents would die. Because we wanted to blow it up because there were catacombs underneath that more than likely had hundreds of thousands of ghosts. And she was hosting a ball. So my concept was she planned on having every single person at the ball possessed. But, you know, but Mikkel didn't want us to, so we didn't. And because she figured that we would go to her house afterwards, we didn't go. So that way we can instead try and watch stuff.
Okay. That's busy in 2 days. Or a day. You doing alright? That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. What?
Okay. She just goes back to normal. She's like, okay.
Not okay.
I'm just checking on my daughter.
You made a face!
I always make faces at you.
Fine.
Foul. Just checking on my daughter.
Anyway, that was it.
And that's it? How are you feeling about all of it?
Better?
Better?
Yeah, now that Elliot's not in Kane's soul and we found Iris's base of operations.
How were you feeling before?
That's a good question.
I'm guessing nothing.
Not necessarily. She says, let's say it was a lot.
Okay.
Anyway, we ought to be going. So nice to see you.
So nice to see you.
So
too.
nice to see you, Dad.
He says,
Love you guys.
love you too.
We'll be back later. Maybe. Bye. She drags Kane out.
That's so funny the way she gets so awkward. Your mom's like, see you later, sweetie.
She drags Kane out.
You drag Kane out.
Okay, we're gonna go talk to Mikkel.
You don't like your parents accosting you?
No.
Your mom, I should say.
No, I don't actually.
I accost you the same way.
It's different.
How is it different?
It's not as aggressively.
Well, 'cause I don't want to be aggressive.
She is.
You're the same way with me.
What are you talking about? She starts walking to Mikkel.
He was about to say like the thing where you can Uno reverse card. Like, you know, that like, oh, I think something made me sad 3 days ago. And she's like, yeah, no. He's gonna be like, yeah, I think something made me sad, like, I think yesterday?
Well, I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's been a rough ass time.
Well, not really.
Don't you fucking stop.
What?
Don't you fucking stop, miss. I had Elliot in my very fucking soul.
Well, yeah, I was scared.
Yeah.
All anything going through my mind was just you, so.
And your soul, you looked sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go talk to the kill.
Oh, you don't want to talk about that? Huh.
Well, I'm just sad because, you know, I always worry about you.
And I worry about you too.
It's when you go through hard things, I get sad. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Then why did your soul you look at me like you wanted to say sorry?
He pulls the blanket over his head.
Okay. Mikkel, right? She starts walking to Mikkel's.
You walk to Mikkel's.
She drags him along too.
You drag him along. Mikkel actually opens the door.
Oh, this is new.
Is it?
Yeah, you never open the door.
Well, Zul's asleep, so.
Oh. I'm coming in. She walks in.
Of course you are.
So how are things?
Pretty average. Nothing much has really happened. I just woke up, so.
Oh.
I don't really have much news for you.
I just wanted to check in.
What?
It's been a hectic couple of days.
It has, but not the worst I've been through, so can't complain.
Yeah, probably not the worst you've been through.
Just probably gonna be waiting on Damaris's research to be finished, but overall, just average, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just like looking at him. How are you doing?
I'm doing better, thanks for asking.
Better in what way? Chuckles.
Better in the killed Elliot and got him out of my husband's soul, and we found Iris's base of operations way.
I mean, yeah, it's true. 2 little victories for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Okay, well, if there's nothing else.
Not really. Don't have anything on my plate, so.
Okay. She drags Kane out.
You drag Kane out.
See you later.
See ya.
She goes to Ramona.
Get her, Ramona. He's just sitting around.
How are things?
As good as they could be, I guess.
How's Anna?
Just shrugs. Don't really know, sadly.
You don't talk to her?
I don't have magic.
Didn't you get the scrolls?
Yeah, I did. I kind of used them all up, so.
We can get you more.
Mars says it might be a bit because he needs to order more of the papers to make scrolls, so.
Well, I can just buy some at a store.
Well, Amigo doesn't have any.
I'll just go to the west.
He did go to the west.
I'll go again.
Yeah, they just apparently says nowhere has spell scrolls.
Really? That's very weird.
Yeah,
the west
no.
usually has a lot of them.
That's why I'm looking into it right now, using the Thieves Guild to see if I can find anything that's odd about why there's not many spell scrolls being circulated as they usually are, in magic shops especially.
Well, if you ever want to talk to Anna, I can always send her a message for you.
I do appreciate it. She still comes by at night, it looks like, even after everything.
Is she getting closer?
I think so. It's kind of hard to tell nowadays.
She nods. She says, okay, well, just checking in.
Yeah, but that's about the news I have for the West.
She's like, well, I'm glad everything's well. As it could be.
As long as I don't see Elliot walk in here, I think I'll be fine.
You know, me too. Be fun to kill him again, though.
It would be funny. I'm sure he has another way to get back anyway.
Oh, I'm sure. Fucking roach.
You should put a sticky trap out. Maybe he might get stuck in it like one.
Right out the front of Amigo, you're right.
Just a long one. Imagine he does get stuck on it.
She said, I'm sure when he comes back he'll make his presence known as he has done multiple times now.
Yeah.
Because that's all he does.
I've also been helping Damaris with the Underdark, looking about Iris and stuff.
Any updates on that?
So there was movement in the Underdark, because right now Damaris is looking more into the west, and I'm taking my part in the Underdark because it's more of a stealthy job that's needed. Damaris is not stealthy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, so far I think there were movements in her assets in the Underdark. It looks like she's setting up to not, sell them, but almost set them up so they can manage themselves. So I think she's also taking a step back from those assets, but not as, I guess, abrupt.
Okay.
Seems like this was already planned, though.
Alright.
The way it's being executed, at
Do you
least.
think she has a correlation with Elliot and Loth?
I'm thinking so.
Given the letter that Damaris found.
I think she does. Now, what kind of correlation? God knows what. But until we can actually find maybe our...
There's a lot of scary lines.
They are scary people. That's what Mona Lily says, is they're scary people. Well, but... I think we're going to have to look at more Iris's personal things and her assets, and I'm trying to find out where her personal things are. Just like you're able to go into Elliot's apartment and find his personal things. Well, his wolves, anyway.
I mean, is it that important to really know the correlation between Lolth and Elliot?
Depending on what her correlation is, it may be a good upper hand against them, too.
I suppose. Or we could just kill her.
I mean, either one. I'm just looking for research, and whatever y'all want to do, I would follow. Killing her and finding out more stuff about her, I'm kind of both ways. There's benefits to just straight up killing her, benefits to possibly knowing more about her.
I think that having more chances to run into Elliot, Lolth, or Iris, I think I could pass on them.
Yeah, that's fair. But whatever you wish, man.
We'll figure it out. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Zul can go investigate places.
Yeah, I was planning already on a raid on possibly where her personal stuff is, but I'm holding that off until I get a clear go-to.
Yeah, Zul might be more of the guy for that one, but I truly don't have much interest in it.
That's fair.
I think that something could come of it, I'm sure, but I'm a bit tired of trying to understand the whys.
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like we've done that for a while, and all it's gotten us is our ass handed to us. But it is still important, I recognise, to understand the whys, but it feels like we're a little behind in that regard.
Yeah, I think just the last thing is Iris, but everything else, not really much I could say.
We still don't really properly know the relationship between Elliot and Lolth, other than it's fucking weird.
Maybe that's just their relationship. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's actually the real explanation for it.
I mean, if we kill Lolth and Iris and then focus on Elliot, I feel like that's probably the better...
Yeah, I'd say my direction would be Iris, Wolf, and go to Elliot.
Yeah, well, Lolth's gonna be harder. She's a god, but yeah.
What?
We'll figure it out. We could do a raid on the place. I'll probably go, but
I can either just do it with my people in the Thieves Guild, or y'all can go.
Jesus, I just feel like it might be a trap given how the last one went.
Yeah, that's why I was debating sending Thieves Guild members.
They'd probably die.
Yes.
We're not sacrificing random people.
Well, they did kind of sign up for it. And they know the...
We're not
things.
sacrificing random people. It'd make Mikkel sad.
They would.
And he'd be like, you knew. Why didn't you tell me?
That's who he is, though.
I know.
I mean, I don't really like doing it either, but...
And I don't either. And that's why if there's some place we have to go, then we all do it together.
Yeah, but I'll let you know the location later.
Okay.
Since I don't think you'll be raiding it right now.
Definitely not.
And I'll just make sure if anything does get moved out of there, we can just intercept the cart instead of going in there, so...
Sounds good. Though I'm sure she's waiting on us, and she already knows that we know where it is.
It's funny 'cause it's not the residence that she mentioned to you.
Really?
Mm-mm. Completely another residence. Actually in Menzoberranzan too.
That's not concerning.
But not where you found Lady's apartments. It's a bit outwards, but still in the same district.
Well, that creates the connection between Lolth and Elliot and her.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's not their kid.
She literally does that. She's like,
I hope that's not their kid.
Literally makes the like same face of like just maybe like the ugh.
Or at the very least, if it's not Lol's kid, I hope it's fucking not Elliot. Oh god.
The craziness runs in the family if it is.
I don't want to deal with it.
There's a lot of things you don't want to deal with.
Okay. I'm off. Come, Kane.
Kane follows you.
They go to Damaris.
Yeah, Damaris. He's like reading papers furiously and writing back and sending them off and
Hi,
reading.
Damaris.
Hi.
How are things?
Busy.
Okay, we'll go.
You go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you leave.
Okay, well, he's doing good.
Like how if Damaris is busy, it's good.
Yeah, it is. She's like, alright. We visited my parents. We visited Damaris. We visited Mikkel. We visited Ramona. Okay. Now I gotta visit the other two.
The way she says that, your kid got a little chuckle. He still has a blanket over his head, by the way.
He pulls the blanket down.
Pull the blanket down.
What?
Let's
Why do you have a blanket over your head?
smart talk from earlier.
You just left it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's kind of warm.
He puts it back over his head.
Chuckles. He puts it he puts it back around his shoulders.
Just, we gotta go talk to Saloon and Shaw and see how things are up there.
Okay.
Maybe just Saloon.
Not Shar?
No.
Why?
I don't really want to talk to Shaw.
Why?
Because I don't.
Because?
Because I don't want to talk to Shaw.
Did you send her something?
No, I didn't. She's like, okay,
Did she lie?
She did.
He doesn't do his deception, but he just looks at you with his neutral face.
Saloon?
She's like, yes.
Can I come talk?
Of course you can.
Unless you're busy.
Always busy, but I can find time.
Okay.
She opens up a portal to her realm.
She drags Kanan.
You jack Kanan.
She walks up to her.
You walk up to her.
How are things?
Quite busy, I can't say. Nothing's really changed up here besides the death of Ball.
Yeah. And Denise and the axe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kane's like, I could take Denier out now, can I?
No.
Okay.
Keep him in there until we figure out Phoenix Rooney.
So that's smart.
Okay. So, do you have any insight on the ball thing?
The Ball thing?
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely permanently dead. So, besides that, but how he died, it's completely unknown to me.
Mm-hmm.
And how he was able to be perma-killed like that without any wounds or even magic I sensed, or we sensed, all of us did, is leaving us a bit baffled.
Okay.
It's sort of hard for us to see into the ethereal without Merkel and Killenmore around.
Yeah, Iris said that she kind of did it on accident. Don't really know the context there. Were you guys as gods after Iris?
No, not me, personally. Maybe somebody was, but I wouldn't know who. Ball would seem not very likely to be the one after Iris.
Because that's the only thing I can think of is self-defense in some sort. Or she just wanted to test a theory. But even then, in that case, why Ball?
Why Ball indeed? That seems out of place for her specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't know any of the gods I am associated with, because I'm mostly associated with light gods, that are going directly after Iris right now. We're all sort of keeping in a group.
Okay. What are y'all's goals right now?
Our goals? Mostly to mitigate damage in the east and the west, because of the nature element going on.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It is very bad. Lakey's having a hard time trying to manage. And we're also trying to make sure the refugees in the west don't overwhelm the cities. So our hands are pretty full on our side.
I could imagine, yeah.
I imagine the dark gods are up in arms about the whole east being covered in snow.
Yeah. I gotta talk to Shaw.
Would you like me to send you over there?
I suppose so.
And she opens a portal to Char's room.
See you later.
And see you later.
She goes through.
You go through. Your photo shirt. No one answers.
She opens the door.
You open the door, it's unlocked.
She goes in.
You go in.
She looks around for Char.
Oh, you don't see Char anywhere. Except her room's closed, like always.
She goes to her room.
You get to her room. You know. No one answers.
She opens her door.
It's locked. You know it's the heaviest locked door in this fucking palace.
Sleight of hand. 7.
You don't even know how this lock works, dude. But you hear someone like, you know, like not like call you in your head, and Char's like, "What is it?"
I just wanted to talk to you.
You always want to talk to me.
Not only. I just wanted to see how the Dark Gods were doing.
They're annoying like always.
That's so not helpful. Do you have any information on Ball and how he died?
Well, considering there was no physical magic done or physical wounds, I can only assume something happened to him on one of the planes.
Ethereal.
Ethereal, yes.
It was Iris. But did y'all have any plans to go after Iris?
Not that I know of. I was holding meetings in them with such, but I had no indication that any of them were outright going directly against Elliot or his little posse.
Yeah, because it was also a little weird because Ball was outside of Olamigo when he died.
Outside of Olamigo.
Yes.
Now that is odd to me. Ball wouldn't be the one to do that.
No. The other thing is that if one, he was outside of Olamigo, that either means one, he was planted there, or he did in fact die there, which means why was Ball outside of Olamigo in the ethereal plane at all?
And she's like, I don't think he was necessarily in the ethereal plane, but he must have been taken to it. Because his power was drained from him for sure. Maybe it happened once his power was drained, he got sent to the ethereal.
Because his body was in the mortal realm, so
Yes.
why was he in the mortal realm? Near Olamigo, literally a mile out.
And she says, that's what I'm trying to look into.
Did you check with the other 3?
I
know that Merkel's not there anymore. Bane?
I am checking with Bane, I'm checking with Cyrus, I'm checking with Lyra, I'm checking with Bishava, obviously.
Because he might have known something.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I haven't got a hold of Bane as of late because it's hard to get to him because his city's covered in damn snow.
Yeah, how's the snow going?
It's going as well as it can right now.
Figure.
But she says, overall, I've had a hard time reaching Bane, but none of the other dark gods, so I'm possibly going to enter his realm.
I mean, I can just contact him.
You can try. I haven't gotten any luck.
I mean, I could just go to his shrine.
That's why I've been contacting too.
To his shrine?
Yes.
Were you physically there?
I was physically there, yes. It was a test, but I still wasn't able to reach him properly. Or he was very short and curt, like he usually is.
Does he like you?
No, he doesn't like anyone, so.
Mm.
He only likes his little 3-group posse. Which now both of them are dead.
Well, open up his realm. I'll go talk to him.
I'm not doing that.
I have a few questions for him. Like why his best buddy was outside of Olamigo.
I'm not sending you to the realm of tyranny.
Why not?
It's the realm of tyranny. I don't trust Bane with anything.
Okay, so?
So I'm not sending you there.
Then I'll just go myself. He's not going to give you anything. He doesn't like you. You said that.
He doesn't like anyone.
Okay.
He's probably going to give you the same short, curt answers.
Unless he wants to talk to us and not you. Or Saloon for that matter.
Saloon doesn't talk with any of the dark gods.
Exactly. If Bol was trying to come to Olamigo, there was a reason he was trying to come to Olamigo, and it wasn't you guys.
Well, obviously.
So if Bane has something, he might not want to tell you guys. Like, and if he's being kind of distant...
Go there yourself, because I'm not going to be held liable. She's so...
Fine. I'll get all of the kids to go. We'll plan a shift.
We'll plan our shift? Ooh.
Send me back to Olamigo.
You do that as well. She chuckles. You hear like a dark chuckle.
She's like, I'd have to use my braces!
Fine, I won't let you waste your precious little energy.
I don't want your portal anymore.
She opens it underneath you and you can't get dragged.
Hey!
No, I imagine she only opens it under you and you get dragged under it.
She's like, that's okay!
Oh, he's here?
Yes.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, he's here.
She didn't know he was here fucking here. Yeah, so you get dropped on Olamigo and you're like, where the fuck is Kane? And then Kane gets dropped by near you.
She's like, oh, there we go, okay. She goes to Mikkel.
Mikkel. He's outside now.
Hey.
Yeah?
Can you plan a shift me, you and Kane to, Bane's realm?
Oh, yeah. I have to be, near his city, though, to be able to do that. So
okay.
We can fly over there.
Yeah. I got feather... well, I can also teleport us.
Yeah, well, do you know the city?
Teleportation circle? I mean, I suppose I could just ask.
Oh, well, there is a teleportation
for the
circle there.
glyphs.
Yeah. He's like, well, there is one. And he I imagine, like, what there is, you see, there's, like, you know, like a telephone book? It's like a telephone book for glyphs of teleportation circles. It's like the, like, you go buy a phone book and it has everyone's phone numbers. Like, this one is, like, each place in the teleportation glyphs.
Jesus. So, Saloon... Well, not Saloon. Shah was talking about how she wanted to go talk to him, but he's been kind of pissy.
I guess that makes sense as two is kind of weirdly friends were killed.
Yes, but I had the concept that if Bol died outside of Olamigo on the mortal plane, that perhaps that wasn't a coincidence and Bol had something he wanted to tell us.
No, I was actually kind of, I was kind of thinking about that too. Like, why was Bol outside of Olamigo a mile away when his city's supposed to be, like, miles away? So I guess, yeah, no, that is a good question.
So if we go talk to, Bane, we might get some context. And he also doesn't really like anyone else. But if Bol was trying to get to us for a reason, Bane might give us a little more leeway.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably be fine around Bane.
So I don't think he's going to try and kill us, but I don't know that he's going to give us information either.
He's, from what I hear in books, he's very,
tyrannical?
Yeah, that's a good word for it. That's I think the only word for it. But, yeah, I can take us over there as long as we get that teleportation circle. Like, you open the teleportation circle phone book.
Yeah, she starts doing the glyphs.
I think that's funny. Imagine. Like, having a phone book for, like, the most major teleportation circles.
Yeah, she starts doing the glyphs.
You also have one for the Holy City and, like, just the places you don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to fucking use that one.
Oh no, I got one of this one because of the Holy City. Yeah, now you draw it and you can go to Bane City. As soon as you enter, my god, it's cold as fuck around here.
She got Kane a second blanket before they left.
Kane's like shaking just a little bit.
She's like, sorry, love.
It's okay. I just need to get used to the cold for a bit.
She's like, okay, we need to plan a shift now.
And he's like, okay. Because y'all are in a church, which, again, is not covered in... you can see the snow is covering the entire building. Like,
she says, actually, let's check out the city really quick.
Yeah. And you see some people in the church just kind of chilling about.
She says, hello.
They're like, oh, hey, are you from the West?
Kind of.
Oh, has it snowed in the West at all?
Not more than usual.
Okay. This is unusual.
Yes, it is. Have you heard from your god recently?
Mm, besides his curt short answers, no. I mean, we've been praying to him because it's all frozen around here.
Yeah.
But overall, we don't see any changes.
Yeah. So, anything going on in the city, or?
It's kind of hard to actually know parts of the city anymore because it's all covered in snow, but I heard the main roads have finally been cleared off.
That's good. Okay.
However, getting to each sector of the city's quite,
Hard.
yes.
Okay. Thank you.
God, this is probably the worst city because there's probably slaves around here and shit.
Yeah. Just like, Mikkel, let's just go.
To the plane?
Yeah, let's go talk to him. I don't think we're gonna get anything else here.
Alright. And as soon as you plane shit, I imagine Bane has like a fucking torture castle. Like, there's no one's being tortured, but just the architecture and design is like a torture castle. And you appear in a bloody, like blood stained on some of the stone. There's like chains on the wall. It's fucking like, I don't know, dude. You appear. Even Mikkel's like,
She leads the way. She's like, Bane!
your voice echoes on the walls.
Bane! Where are you?
You hear a dark rumbling voice go through the castle, and he's like, "Who's here?"
Electra Morris.
And he's like, "Why are you here?"
I want to talk to you.
And he does appear on like a nearby, like almost like it's like a high area, and you see him looking down on you, Mikkel and Kane. And his last conversation we had was about the axe.
Not about the axe.
Not about the axe. And what is it?
Ball.
Ball?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to know?
What you could know.
Nothing.
She says, okay, we'll put it like this. Ball was outside of Olamigo, which is our base of operations.
Do you know that? Yes.
Okay. You have no clue why he was outside of Olamigo?
No, I have no clue. He told me nothing. And the last thing I know, he's dead.
Insight. 29.
You think he's you think he's telling the truth?
Okay. She says, okay. Do you know anything on how he could have gotten killed?
And he says, besides Char's theories on how he could have gotten killed on another plane, I have no clue. Unless he was attacking somebody. And they just got the upper hand on him, but that's unlike him.
But he was on the mortal plane.
He wasn't.
And that would be weird, because the person who accidentally killed him was Ira Straven.
I assume so.
Yes. But the energy was on the ethereal plane. His body was on the mortal plane.
And he's like...
a mile outside of Olamigo.
It's like, unless his spirit was pulled from his body and killed in an ethereal. That's the only thing I could think of.
But why was he a mile out from Olamigo?
And he says, that I do not know. He never told me much after God started disappearing.
Does he keep records or anything?
It'd only be in his realm, but I have no idea the state of his realm.
Has anyone tried to go yet?
And he's like, Char has been there once. Since his fall.
Did she say how that went?
And he says, a bit chaotic.
Okay. Anything else you can give me or no?
He's like, I got nothing for you.
Okay.
Slow bitch.
Well, bye, I guess. If you have any information, you know where to find us. We are trying to save the world.
He doesn't say much, but Mikkel just teleports out of there.
She prays to Char.
Here's Char.
She says, so I need to go to Ball's realm.
And she's like, I knew you'd probably say that. And he's like, I've been there once. It's a hot mess. Shit show, but maybe you might see something I could not.
Can you send us there?
Yes, but hold on to your, I guess, whatever you have.
I'll hold on to my husband.
What do you do as soon as he says you?
She holds her husband's hand and holds Mikhail's.
And she's like, okay.
She tells him, we're going to Ball's room.
Kane's like, okay. Mikhail's like, what? And you see a portal open up in front of you.
She drags them in.
You drag them in as soon as you step in. Because you were in Ball's round once.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole, like, shadow fell and everything.
Yeah.
When you look around, right? Because you appear somewhere, like, kind of like a little high, like, pedestal looking over a bit of his realm. When you look around, you see that... Usually you can see all the Shadowfell, like everyone's realms. You can see Bashaba's over there, Cyrix. You can see Shards in the distance. But it's almost like it got cut out. And it got placed somewhere else, because all you see is the black void.
She says, Damaris would love to be here.
But, like, maybe you can, maybe I can go send to him really quick?
Yeah, do that.
He disappears because he has to do it on the same plane to be able to send to somebody. And then he comes back and you see Damaris appear. He's like,
stop researching, kid.
He's like sniffing the ground.
She'll see if she finds anything that, like, documentation or anything.
Yeah. Would you like to leave this pedestal? Because you are at the edge of his realm. And you know that where he usually used to reside at was near the, like, far other end. So you're going to start trekking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Damaris will follow you as he's, like, looking around, obviously, and Mikhail and Kane are with you. And as you look, kind of, like, down as you're starting to, like, leave this kind of pedestal-ish, you notice that it's almost like this place was, like, ransacked and destroyed. Like, it's not like the typical, like, oh, the god made it look like this. No, this place looked like it was, like, fucking raided, almost.
Like, damn, this looks bad.
He's like, usually Ball's Realm isn't, like, that neat, but this is, like, almost on
a war zone?
Yeah, and Kane's like, this was a war zone. That's what Lily Kane says, like, this was a war zone. And he actually points out some things. Like, he points out how you could see there's, like, almost, like, magic missiles, magic that hit that wall. You see this, like, this column was torn down on purpose, just by the way it was broken. And,
this doesn't seem ethereal in nature, though. This is just regular arcana.
This does. And, as you're, looking around, make an investigation. Because you're allowed to touch things. There's no traps on any of, like, this thing, so you're allowed to, like, kind of touch things. 10. Okay, you're looking around like, what the fuck? As you look around, you'll have to open someone's sheet for this. Who do you want to check with investigation?
Who is a better one?
Damaris, because he's higher.
Damaris?
Yeah. Mac and cheese. I'm thinking about mac and cheese. Yes, hide and write sheet. Hide and write is probably the closest to actual Mikhail stats. Not Mikhail, I mean Damaris stats. I gotta get rid of his fucking artifacts, though. He don't got none of those fucking shits. Only Hayden has those shits. He gets an 18 on the dice. He's at 18. You see him start looking around a bit, and you see he starts like looking around, and he's like, ooh.
What?
He's just pointing at stuffing. You see webs.
She puts on true sight. She gets everyone to freeze.
Everyone stops.
Look like your true sight. What level it is?
So she's like, true sight.
Yeah, she casts true sight.
Cast true sight on yourself, and you're not like near any webs. But as you look further down, like, because I imagine it's like almost like a city, like Ball's place is like a city or kind of like a old ruins. Because he's like the god of murder. It's like a city, kind of type of like altar-esque, religious, really heavy religious looking place. But of course it's destroyed. You notice that further in, you see like the arcana webs draped over some buildings and such.
She says they don't want us to go that way.
Sorry, that's not me. That's Jack going. No, Damaris says that. And Damaris is like, ooh. And Damaris then casts True Sight on himself to see him, and he's like, oh.
She says, which means...
There's something hiding there.
Yes. Which means Paul knew something. Or at the very least, we'll get something from his realm.
Mm-hmm. Especially in that it's weirdly, almost like it was purposely moved away from the rest of the Shadowfell. Mm-hmm. He says that isn't a black wall. This place is actually somewhere different. But I'm assuming Shard's able to still send us here because it's still a part of the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Damar said.
Which means it might be easier for Lols to get here if we're not careful.
Mm-hmm. And someone's gonna make a perception. Kane is. Gotta open up his sheet. I'm not rolling physical dice today. Because I'm lazy. Breathe. It's oobly goo. Okay, go that one. Why are you such a high damn perception, you motherfucker? He ain't gonna see shit. You got 7. What's your passive perception again?
15.
15. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just see the webs, and everyone's kind of agreeing that something must be hiding here. Then, if there's like the Lolth little spy webs.
She says, "Okay, then we should fly."
Mara says, "Yeah, I think we should probably fly."
Yeah, if we fly from over here and then go over there, that should be good. Probably better than trying to
navigate through
all this. Yeah.
Yeah, webs. I'll grab Mikkel.
And I'll grab Kane.
And you
feather fall on Kane.
Yep, you feather fall Kane. Now he's light as a feather.
Yeah.
And you pick him up and you take to the skies. As you take to the skies, right? Roll a perception check. Because now you're in a higher view to be able to see things.
14.
Yeah, you look over you can see now how the webs are integrated into the city.
She's like, so it definitely was Lols.
And he's like, I wonder, did you think, and he says, Damar says, you think Iris was helping Lolth at this time? Or helping with Lolth Ball? Especially with the ethereal plane being involved?
I believe so.
Or do you think this could have been after Iris did what she did?
Lolth might be trying to cover for her.
Maybe.
Or hide something regarding it. But I'm willing to say that it could be a cover. Given this happened a while ago, but these are pretty fresh webs.
Norris nods. She's here. Just jumps at y'all like a jump scare. Yeah. Norris just like, Mikkel's like, everyone watching it. Like, imagine everyone fails a perception and Mikkel's like, and she's like, what the fuck?
The spider. Fucking cute.
TikTok spider. I always think about that one, just as she's getting grossed out by spiders. I'm at Louis Mikkel every day. Electro in your hand.
She runs.
Electro in your hand.
Running from him.
It's just a coin, Electra.
She's gone. She's hiding behind Kane.
Kane's like
always.
He's just chilling there. A tree. Yeah, but you're now kind of in mid-air. Would you like to go towards the center where you can see the most webs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go sit there. Now make a dex save.
$24.
24.
Damn, she almost got a nat 20.
So nice. So I'm not gonna give you disadvantage because Kane's light is a feather. So that wouldn't really affect you at all. Now Damaris on the other hand.
Did you not cast Featherfall on Mikkel?
He doesn't have it equipped.
You could have asked Electra.
He doesn't have the equip, but he got 19, so it's fine. Except, hang on. No, I'm gonna roll this one thing, because this is gonna be so funny if this passes. No, it's not gonna pass. You're passing. You see webs get shot out, like from below at y'all.
What
and
the
you
fuck?
just narrowly dodged it. You see some of the web get stuck on Kane's foot, but because he dodged it, it's now just like, it's not like you don't think they're sensory webs, but it's just like a sticky web that's now in Kane's boot. And then you see some get fired on Damaris, who dodges them as well.
Can you see where they come from?
Roll a perception. I'll just tell you, this stealth roll they made was damn high.
12.
You're like, where the fuck did these come from? And they just almost appeared out of thin air. You're crazy.
Oh my god, I'm crazy.
You're actually crazy, bro. And Damar starts looking and he's like, I don't see anything.
Fuck!
And Kane's like, oh no. Kane will try. I said, this is a pretty hard one. Oh no, Kane not gonna know what the damn ate. He doesn't have good perception.
She's like, okay.
And Mikkel's gonna check. I gotta go check Joshi's seat, because that's actually a really high roll. I love you, Josie. Mwah.
Mwah.
I wish at that time I didn't have Josie be a life cleric, but she'd have to be because she's Lathander's cleric. Because she would fit the grave domain cleric so well after she turned her. She would have been a life cleric, but then changed to the grave domain cleric just because she got like half vampirized.
Mm-hmm.
Not because she's not a life cleric, but because she's just a vampire.
She's a vampy.
And then Lathander's like,
my child.
Josie's like, what the fuck is happening with me? They go check it out. Still no. Damn. Mikkel's like, I feel like something's down there, but I can't see them.
Oh my gosh.
They got a 24 for stealth. Mikkel got a 22 for his check, dude.
She's like, okay, well, where do we think the stuff is that we're trying to find?
And Doris is like, it can only be in the center where Ball used to hang out at. He points where exactly.
Well, then we're going there either way. Just dodge the webs.
Alright. Roll deck saves. One more deck save. Because you're basically like halfway there.
15.
15? Nice. 16. Alright, good. You're both good. You dodge some more webs as you come upon like the large, like kind of like an altar almost, with like maybe a few buildings surrounding it. But you notice that the whole altar is like kind of covered in a web as you're approaching it.
Thoughts?
And Damaris is like, maybe there's a perch nearby in one of the buildings that isn't covered in webs.
Wise. Okay. Do that.
There are. You're able to both perch, though you have to perch on one building with Kane, and Damaris has to perch on another, so you can't be on the same building.
That's fine.
But you can still, you're within eyesight of each other. You see Damaris and Mikkel land just fine, and you and Kane land just fine.
She wants to make a perception to see if she can see anything.
Mm-hmm.
18.
As you look around, you notice that Ball's like little temple is like soaked in webs. Compared to everything else around here, it's like fucking, like almost like webs are just covering every crook and nanny of this fucking chapel. And it's basically right where the altar is. That like giant altar is that y'all could stand on but now can't. That's where you actually were talking to Balls, that giant altar. But that one's covered in webs, and so is a chapel. However, any other building doesn't look like they're covered in webs like such as the chapel and that altar is.
She does message to Damaris and says, that's where we need to go.
And Damaris nods and he says, I think so too.
And I think we're probably just going to have to blast through. So this is going to have to be a very quick thing. So I think that looking here, we need to find where exactly we need to go to find what we need.
Damaris actually says, I think I can actually test the little acid thing that I was making.
Oh, perfect.
And he says, this may or may not work, but it also may not alert Lolth to our presence.
Okay.
But there's only a 50% chance it can work, but why not try?
Yeah, that's worth a shot. Tell Mikkel what you're doing, and I'll tell Kane.
He tells him. You look to Kane as you see.
He's gonna use his acid thing on it and see if it works.
Kane nuts. He says, didn't he say he needed the weave amber for that?
Yep. 50-50 shot.
I guess that makes sense. If it works without the weave amber, then we're set.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, then I guess we'll need the weave amber.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna roll a nice d20 for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mary, choose. You know what? Let me get a coin simulator. I'm gonna flip a coin because it's funnier.
Heads.
Heads for
Success.
heads for success. Okay, ready? We're gonna flip it. Boop. That was weird. This is weird.
Oh fuck.
So you see Demars fly over to it, right? And roll a perception check.
14.
14. He's flying to it. And you see him open a little, like, it's a very tiny vial. That's like the glass is like tinted and stuff. And he throws it on there, but instead of it like acid and melting, it forms like a solid goo on the web. Now, when you did touch the webs, that like these types of webs, they can only be seen by true sight. It did let off like a magical aura, but you think that this didn't let off any signal to indicate you're here. But now it just, you know that it just doesn't work.
She looks at Damaris.
Damaris is just staring at it! He still has not moved!
She messages Damaris. She's like, sorry, buddy. I don't think it worked.
Instead of melting, it just solidified it. Like made a solid ice thing around it. I guess it's gonna be used for something else.
Well, the concept might still work.
No, the concept will work, but we're going to need the weave amber.
Yeah.
But he puts back the vial. Gotta make a save for him. Because these bitches are sneaky.
Spiders.
Me, whenever I be looking around my room for a spider.
Spiders.
Our Helnar. Not a 5 on the deck save.
Oh, bro.
I know, bro. I was like, bro. As Damaris is like trying to like, 'cause he got pretty close to the web and for like the front door of the chapel, because you know that's the only way to enter is that front door, and he threw it on there. As he's about to like back up to go back to where Mikkel is and y'all are, you see a Drider tackle him full force and take him away, and they disappear into like the fucking like where the buildings are. It's fast. You just saw the whoosh, and then he's gone. But you know for a fact that was a Drider. I saw her face! Oh no! Was that you were electric? Oh no! You know the pog face? That's like the oh no! Kane literally, you see Mikkel like wide-eyed. It was fast. You didn't even see the Drider coming. It was like, gone with Damaris. Everyone's like frozen for a second.
Mikkel, she messages him and says, what do we do?
We gotta get fucking Damaris.
Where did he go?
I told you not to come. No, I'm sorry about she's so grossed out by spiders. So seeing like you just saw the legs of it and then disappear.
Where did he go?
Damaris is gonna see if he can do something, but think as I look at what he has, because he has spells obviously. So let's check it out.
Well, she goes and gets Mikkel and brings him over because he's alone and he doesn't have wings.
Yeah, no, you go over to Mikkel.
She brings him over to where Kane is.
Bring over. Mikkel kind of puts him on his shoulders because you both can stand on the building, but he can't, so he's just on Kane's shoulders. And Kane starts looking around like frantically.
She'll kind of hover so that way he can stand on the building.
Yeah. You see Kane looking around.
She's like, do you see anything?
Unless he gets an act 20 now. But you fish for a 20. Not a 10 though. He's like,
Can she try?
yeah, you can absolutely try right now, especially if that happened. And Mikkel will try because he has a +4 to his perception.
21.
21. So fucking close, but not there yet. You have to get a 24 or above because they rolled it. The Drider rolled a 24.
She'd have to get a 19 or a 20.
I know. Mikkel would have to get like a 20 on. Actually, I had to get a straight 20. They're fucking scary.
Are they invisible? She has true sight.
They're not, because that's why true sight's not working.
Okay.
This is actually physically they're stealthy.
She's like, okay, Mikkel.
Mikkel's like, yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna find Damaris.
I have locate person.
Okay, you go for it.
And he does locate person. And he's like, oh, she's moving fast away from us.
How far? Where's he going?
He's already like, he says he's already 100 feet away.
Why are they taking him?
I don't know. I can go get him.
I can't exactly fly it. We can't exactly do that though, because they're just gonna get us too. With their webs.
God.
And we can't even see them.
He's like, they must be so fast or something.
She's like, some what?
They must be fast or something.
They are fast.
Imagine it was like this a second after second.
She's like, they're really fast.
The way she's like, oh!
And she's like, oh my god.
Maybe we can trust Damaris to handle himself.
Have you ever trusted Damaris to handle himself ever?
Kind of. He's so funny. Like us.
She's like, okay. We have an option, okay? We go after Damaris, even though that's gonna get us killed, and then we're gonna get out of here with no information, and no Damaris probably, and I'll get kidnapped. Or killed. Or I could blast the fuck out of this door, go in there, and find what the fuck we need to find.
You know, he's like, how about we do that and we go straight for Damaris?
Because I'm pretty sure if I blast this, all of them are gonna come back.
I imagine it's just like the Bracken.
No, really. She's like, because what they're trying to guard is this. So if we blast in there, they're all gonna come.
That's true.
More than likely.
Kane's like, and I can defend against them pretty well.
And if there's only one over there with Damaris can probably handle one.
And Kane nods and he says, and I have resistance to poison. So I'm...
Oh, that'd be helpful.
I think it's because I got poisoned a lot in the Underdark.
Yeah, well, at least it comes in handy now. She's like, I'm casting Fireball.
Okay. Mikkel and you see Kane are very ready.
She casts Fireball on the door.
Pew! Easy! You don't even need to roll anything. Yeah, the webs start to burn, and the door is now freed from the webs.
Okay, let's go! She's running.
I want you to roll perception just for, like environmental thing. Because just to see if you would be able to hear this.
10.
Nah, you going. You going. I imagine there's like you hear skittering in the distance.
Oh fuck.
That'd be I would. You know what, Mary? I think I'd piss myself. This is why I can't be a hero in D&D. I'd be too scared in every situation. I'd be like Kane. I'd be the one that runs the bad guy out the fucking window, fucking flies out these doors. Yeah, Mary, you're like, oh shit, the bad guy, and he's like, ah, and you just see me like running them full force. I guess. I'd be the one to do that.
I can't do this!
I'd be too scared, and then I'd be like, I must do something.
I must do something.
Throw ourselves out the window. Because I think that was like the best. I'd be a bard too.
So you wouldn't even strengthen.
I'd just cast Expeditious Retreat and move super fast and just run into them at full speed. That's what I would do.
That's funny.
That's like the only thing I think I would do. I don't have strength, but I can make myself have strength with magic. So, but Mikkel got a 14. He's like, I hear skittering in the distance.
Not my business, not my problem.
Yeah, you can get inside. There's no lock on the door, obviously.
She starts looking around for evidence.
You open it and you see there's like more webs everywhere.
She just starts she does Fireball again and starts going. She's like,
now I gotta find out what the evidence is. Because there's obviously some things I don't want to expose until Wednesday, so I gotta think about it as I go grab some mac and cheese.
Okay.
Spiders, man. Dryers, man. It's like a shit name between drow and fucking spiders. Now, cold mac and cheese or warm mac and cheese? Cold mac and cheese. I think I know what it wants to be, but it's not going to be directly it. Cold mac and cheese it was. Yum. Yum. Yum indeed. I love barbecue places mac and cheese because they do it right because it's oven baked mac and cheese. I think I don't want to do Iris yet, so. I don't know. It's like going to be vague, but it's going to be probably very useful to know, to expect, and to actually possibly prevent. Possibly prevent. Alright. Roll investigation though, because you're looking really fast, and everyone will help you with this, so.
11.
I'm gonna roll for everyone that's there. Because we're going crazy, got a 21! Now I'm ready to roll Kane's +1. He had a 12, so he did one better than.
Electric.
You're like, how what's the scene as she's investigating all these like balls?
Just touching everything, bro. She get web on her. She's just fucking dying.
She's like worst nightmare.
Literally, she hates webs.
I second that, Electra.
She's like, they're sticky.
They always be around the places I walk. I know, I swear, every time I go to our cars, webs. Putting a spider web. I don't know how they did that. How they connect two cars together.
They jump. I'm free.
I think spiders just should never have the ability to jump and move ever again. You're like panicking, wiping out his webs. Kane's not investigating. What he is he's actually standing at the front door ready to swing. Mikkel, God, he is, finds, you see him being like, you see, she's gonna do a strength check, but he approaches like, almost like a silk cocoon, right? And you see Mikkel go up to it, right? He runs up to it as he's looking with you, and he's like, shit, there's nothing here! And he looks to, like, some kind of, like, hardened, like, web, and he's like, he's gonna...
Unless...
With a 15, you see him, like, almost, like, tear apart, the webs and stuff around, and he's like, there's some books here! Burn all their guys! And he's like, there's some papers and books, and he's like, it looks like they're about to be burned! I'm taking it out! I know, I'm taking it out!
She runs over, they both start throwing shit in their backs.
The scene is just...
Kane at the door, and I'm like,
as you're like, I'm actually gonna roll a combat thing for Kane, because one of them did come up to him. He hits them. Of course he hit him, he's crazy. He gets 3 attacks per action? Yo, this thing's dead. As you're putting, you hear, something hit, like, something soft, like a...
She looks.
You see Kane is starting to swing, as you see him chop off a drider's head.
Oh, shit!
And you see some more, like, coming through the door, and Kane's, like, just...
Oh, fuck!
Oh, fuck! And they're gonna roll to hit him, obviously. He has a high armor class, is 18? No, he's 16. What? Why do you have 16, you motherfucker? They hit him. He got a 17. He's gonna get bit. You see Kane get bit by one of the driders. And the guy's like, I think we have everything!
We're gonna go!
Kane's just going. He's not in that, like, stupor state. But he doesn't want to, but he's actually, like, focused, like, fighting these things.
She blasts another fireball out the door.
They're gonna roll a dex save, and he's gonna take half damage. He's gonna roll a dex save, too, though. What's the save for a dex save?
17.
Oh, I got a 20.
There you go, he's good.
Yay. They're gonna roll a dex save all together now.
He'll take 20 damage.
They'll take 20 damage?
He will take 20 damage.
damage.
It's 40 overall.
Okay. He will take actually 10 damage because he's resistant to fire.
Ew.
So he's... it's funny because he fired the fireball. You see it hit Kane.
Sorry, Kane!
But you see that it barely does anything to him. As the fires instantly immediately leave him.
I'm overwhelmed.
And then you see the Dreaders, who did pass their dex save, but they're going to take 20 damage from the light. But as soon as you fire light, you notice they all start to back up.
As soon as they fire what?
As soon as you fire the fireball, you see them back up. And roll an insight check, actually, for this information.
17.
See a lot of them start to almost cover their eyes when you fired the fireball.
She's like, shine your light, Mikhail! Shine your light!
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. He's like, okay! And you see him cast, actually, I'm gonna look at his spells, so he probably has something that is, like, just pure light more than light.
She does light with the cuffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that.
She covers Kane's eyes.
Did she run over to Kane and cover his eyes? I love he's swinging, and then you do like the thing, and he's like, oh, he pauses because he knows that's Electra.
And she's got one hand over his eyes and one hand out.
Oh yeah, no, Mikhail casts sunlight, so he's just fucking... I imagine you cast your cuffs, but then you see a brighter light show up behind you.
She's like, okay, we need to go!
Mikhail's like, can you even see?
No, but I can remember where we came from!
Roll a history check, just says because your eyes are closed.
17.
What do you like to do? Because you're holding on to Kane right now.
She's dragging Kane. She's like, Kane, cover your eyes!
My eyes are covered by you already.
Okay, you cover your eyes yourself, because I gotta move!
Okay, he covers his eyes.
She grabs his hand. She's like, okay. And she grabs Mikhail's other hand.
You see Mikhail reach out to you.
And she's like, okay! She's like, I got this! She runs out.
Yeah, Mikhail's like, summon your wings!
Okay! She summons them.
Take flight right now, Mikhail says!
Okay!
I need you to go right!
Right!
Sorry. You think Mikhail can actually see past all this light?
How the fuck can you see?
I'm a radiant user, Electra!
We have the magic bonus!
Oh no, I still have locate person on!
Okay, go. Leave me.
He's still within range!
Okay. Just direct me and just keep sunlight going.
Okay! She's like...
Clenching her eyes, bro.
Yeah, he's like, okay, take a left hand!
She does left.
Not that far left, wait!
Right.
And he's gonna have to make rolls for you, because he's basically kind of directing you. This is actually gonna be an intelligence check. Dang, Josie, why do you have fucking +4 intelligence? Josie. Josie has +0 strength, +2 dex, +2 combat, +4 intelligence, wisdom, and +3 charisma. She only needs wisdom, by the way, for being a cleric.
That's so funny.
But she's just... because she's just mom. Mom powers.
And Mikhail's just baby.
Mikhail, I don't have enough space to make a sheet room, so... It's using Josie's. It's a 10 goes. He's like, Electra! Wow! I need you to make a hard right! Okay! You make a hard right and you hear webs shoot past your ear, like... I love her in, like, the like, not, like, super serious situation, but, like, it's tense, but it's not, like, it's like, ah! kind of situation.
It's whenever she's near, spiders and Mikhail at the same time.
This is what it turns into.
Yes. Because Mikhail makes her go fucking wacky cuckoo crazy. Damaris makes her calmer. But Mikhail makes her wacky.
What?
No, it's the energy. She reflects it.
being super calm the entire time. Like you sense as you're holding on to Kane, you sense there's no like fear in him.
We could plummet and die.
What was that?
We could plummet and die. And you're not scared, Kane!
He's like, I'm kind of in battle mode right now. It's okay, Electro, we'll get through this.
I fucking hate spiders.
I know.
I might not be as scared of them anymore, but I fucking hate them. They're stupid and they're ugly.
And he's like, Electra, what? Go play fast, go play fast, go play fast! He's like, and you hear Kane's like, that's a fucking ghost! What? She puts Kane in the cuffs! Yeah, he threw Kane in the cuffs! And the guy's like, fuck this ghost! What the hell? I want to get the fuck out of here! We're almost there! I need you to dive down really fast! I'm gonna turn off sunlight so you can see! Okay? But don't scream!
She dives down.
He turns off sunlight.
Here with her eyes.
So you're actually really high up. And as you're going down, right, you see hang on, I gotta find out what Dolores is doing.
It's literally Mikkel's energy, bro.
Mikkel's so funny.
Mikkel's screaming energy makes her want to scream.
Mikkel-
Kane goes, there's a ghost! She goes, Kane in the cuffs.
I think that's why Zool said, Kane! Because he took a page out of Mikkel's book.
Kane!
Kane!
That's so funny.
Zool never does that, but I guess it's because of Mikkel. He does that. Now Electra understands. Right at this moment, Electra understands why Zool said, Kane!
Also, because Kane is so calm.
Throw him in the cuffs, and he's like, wait, no.
He said ghost, and she said go cuff. Cuff.
And then he's like, Kane wants to come out, and she says,
No, there's ghosts! Why does he want to come out?
he wants to come out.
There's ghosts!
He's ready to fight.
Tell them no, there's ghosts! When there's no more ghosts, he can come back out.
Okay.
Mars is probably about to be in there with him.
Yeah, you see, the merger gonna make that strength save with a nat 1. You see him getting dragged down by ghostly hands as he tries to fight, but he's like, oh shit. And then he gets sucked in. He's about to get sucked into the ground.
Fucking
The guy's like, Electra!
what?
Lower me down and keep holding me as you fly towards him! Okay! I'm gonna try to pull him up really fast!
She pulls Kane back out of the cuffs so he can help.
Kane's like, he's like, okay, better at it! Kane, you do it!
Kane, you do guiding bolt!
Okay.
She says I go down.
He got a 20. Not 20, but a 20. He Kane reaches his hands down as he grabs Damaris's hand and he yanks him hard out of the ground.
Dislocated ass arm.
Yeah, that probably hurt. Mars goes, no, that's Lillian. He goes, fuck!
And she's like, okay, y'all are gonna have me. So some people are gonna go with the cuffs.
Yeah, no, I can fly.
Okay, fly then.
He summons his wings and he actually takes Mikkel. And he's like, Dar's like, it ain't over yet.
What do you mean?
And he's like, just don't look behind you.
She puts Kane in the cuffs.
He's like, Kane's like, wait. As he put him like,
What?
don't look behind you, keep going straight. We're gonna have to enter the void.
Okay.
I don't know what's out there, by the way.
Yeah, I recognize that!
You see Mikkel look behind us, and then behind him. He looks back, really fast.
What did you say?
Hey, nothing, go! Roll dex save.
I knew what was happening. 11. My mom's in the shower.
It scared me. I was like, "Is there a thunderstorm going on?" And Electra,
Mm-hmm.
oh no! You see a web get shot out at you, and you feel you get so yanked.
Not again!
Make a strength save.
Not again! 10.
Oh, you don't fight back. You can't. Well, you try to fight back, but it's too. You get like.
No, I imagine she literally screams, "Not again!"
And you hear the girl say, "Electra!"
Kane's in the cup.
He is in the cup.
She's like,
Fuck! As you feel yourself getting dragged towards somewhere, you look behind you. Drider.
"Fuck you!
But like 3 of them.
Fuck you! I fucking faced your leader. I'll handle you, bitch!" She cast Thunder Wave at them.
It's a con save, right?
Yeah.
He passes the 19 on the die.
Fuck
Take
you!
half damage though for your thing. I have a good spell I want to play with.
17.
I was gonna say you're waiting for the dice.
Half is 17. I was doing the math.
Okay. Make a. Hang on, you're fine. I gotta find a spell. Okay.
Where is Electra currently?
You are getting pulled fast towards them.
Okay. Is she in the sky or on the ground now?
You're in the sky still.
Okay.
It's gonna be a hard check. Okay, roll a charisma save.
$13. She's a +9.
That sucks. You see one of them hold up a mirror, and as they hold it up to you, you get sucked into it like that. Hello to Mirror of Life trapping.
Yeah, no, I knew what it was.
And as soon as like you get sucked into it, you hit like the ground hard. As you feel like you're just laying on like a hard like surface almost.
Fucking ow.
You get up.
Do you have her cuffs on?
Yeah, you still have your cuffs on.
Is Kate in them?
Would you like to check?
Yeah.
How do you want to check? Like just ask it for
She has Infinity.
you.
What? What is he?
He's somewhere here in the Mirror of Life trapping.
The fuck do you
He
mean?
kind of got ejected at the same time as we entered inside the same mirror, so I don't
Why
know.
didn't he just stay in the cuffs?
I think it's something with the mirror's effect that did that.
Oh my god, is he in this fucking mirror?
Yes, we're both in this. You're both in this mirror.
Okay.
I just don't know where he went.
She starts looking around.
That means Damaris and Mikkel to the rescue.
She's like, Kane!
Damaris is the same thing Zulu with Kane. Fucking Mikkel casts Sphere of Resilience and then he fucking bowls with Kane. He's like, Kane! Let me read a little more into this. I always forget like what it's like in there. 12. Yes, there we go. Nice, cool. Okay, it doesn't say what it looks like. I'm just making it however I want it to look like. It's like you're in a cell almost, but like the door is like not. There's not like no peak or anything. It's just a solid iron door, and the walls are like almost like hard, dark, like stone.
She tries to open the door.
Can't open it.
Does she think knock would work on it?
Let me see. Actually, let me read it. Yeah, you have all your items in there. Roll Arcana check. Oh, never mind. It's a thick fog. I'm a liar. But I'm gonna introduce that. I'll just lead into that.
6.
6.
Oh, nat 1. Sorry, I lied.
You think so? Actually.
Knocked.
It does open. I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta give that. It does open. And you notice you are in a giant plane of fog. A thick white fog. Gang! If you make him do another nat 20 athletics. You know, I'm gonna roll the physical dice because they always do better for me. I'm gonna roll my lucky dice. Is that it? That is it. We're gonna roll a Constitution. Oh fuck. Never mind. Then it's not lucky I dropped it. 15 Constitution. So he does hear it. Can I say thank you to his +9 athletics? 21. Because he got a 12 and he got a +9.
Oh shit.
Now he's gonna roll strength though, because that's not an easy thing to break physically.
No.
If he does get a high strength though, I think I might give it to him. No, he doesn't. But this is gonna be funny. So you're standing there, right? You're like, Kay! You hear the loudest thunk.
Oh! Did you hit a wall?
It's loud. It's almost like, and then you hear echo through the.
Did you go where she heard?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really easy to do.
Looked. Is there like an invisible
Yeah,
wall?
as you keep walking like through this, like you feel like you're going nowhere, but then you your hands touch a solid surface, but it looks invisible to you, like an invisible wall. But it's not that spell. It's like that. Okay. Are you on the other side of the wall? He's gonna be stupid again. Are you ready for this? He's so dumb. I love this man. Let's roll athletics again. He didn't do as well. 16, so his speed is average. Now his strength. Yeah, nat 1. Wow! You hear the same loud thump. Stop hitting the wall!
It's okay. No one's dying. It's okay. Well, McKenna and Mars might be dying, but I'm not dying. We're just in a mirror of life draining.
It's funny because it doesn't even drain life.
No, it just holds you.
It's life trapping, I think.
Yeah, life trapping.
Life trapping. I was gonna say, imagine if it was life draining.
She's like, it's just life trapping. It's okay.
He's not gonna do it anymore. That was on nat 1.
She's like, I might be able to blast through it.
And then he's like, we should try.
Okay. She backs up from the wall and casts Shatter.
Roll. Instead of rolling, I think it's shatter. Instead of this wall rolling a damn con save. Roll a Arcana check for me. With the cuffs on, with our advantage. That means advantage.
Good thing she got the advantage. 16.
As you shatter, you see a crack, where you shatter at, it's a split crack on the wall. But you don't think it's a deep enough crack.
She looks through it.
Can't see through it, it's too thin still.
She puts her finger through it.
You think the wall's still thick, so even though you put your finger through it, you don't think you've reached the other side yet.
She cast Shatter again.
Was the cuffs on?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you roll your percentile dice as well?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Yes, ma'am. Roll that Arcana with advantage.
She failed the first one. She passes the second one.
Nice.
$22 Arcana.
Oh yeah. So this time you create a bigger shatter on the wall, and now you think you could peek through it. My bark!
She peeks through it.
You see Kane laying on the fucking ground, but not laying passed out, but he's rubbing his head.
She casts polymorph on herself and goes through.
Does polymorph have a size restriction?
No, I don't think so.
Just see how small you can go.
Mm-mm. No. I think there's a list of creatures that you can polymorph into, but it's not on here.
Because you'll probably have to be a fucking ant to do so, and you're not going to be able to polymorph into an ant. You see Kane get up, though, as he looks at the wall.
See, like the polymorph animals.
If there's an ant or something on there that you'd fit.
Into ant. Up to DM.
I'm not going to make you turn into an ant.
You're not gonna let her?
No.
Oh!
But it is cracking. You see Kane stand up on the other side.
Wait a second, I'm gonna blast it again so I can go through.
Kane's like, I can ram into it probably.
No, it's okay. I got it. Did she cast shattering?
I won't make you roll the Arcana check and stuff to do that. You don't think you have to use your cuffs to break the last of it. But you cast shatter one more time on the wall. Now it breaks a bit that you can actually crawl through it.
She crawls through.
You know how I imagine she crawls through? Like she like has trouble and she like falls and then she gets up.
Yeah, that's exactly what she does. She's like, I did it!
Anything to get to Kane.
She goes over to him.
You go over to him.
She's like, hi.
Hi. Where are we?
We're in a mirror of life trapping.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Oh.
And you can't get out from the inside. I don't know why they didn't just kill us.
You can actually escape by planar travel.
She doesn't have that.
I know. Except for her cuffs that take her to astral plane.
She's like, I mean... But she can't take Kane with her because it's her cuffs that do it.
Yeah.
So no, she can't get out.
She's like, oh no.
She's like, I mean, planar travel, but I can't really take you with me because I don't have planar shift.
Oh, that's true.
So we might as well just sit here.
He looks at you.
I wonder how they're doing out there.
I wondered too. Meanwhile, we kill
I wonder why the spider bitches decided to put us in a fucking mirror instead of just killing us.
I don't know. I guess we have to hope they don't get stuck in the mirror.
Well, let's assume that they'll scream if they do.
Yeah, Damar's is plus 11 charisma.
At the very least, Mars, huh?
Why does everyone have proficiency in fucking charisma saves? There's you bitches don't know how to save in strength or deck, or no strength or fucking con. So Kane's the only one that can do it.
Correct.
I imagine but this is what I imagine. There's like a strength save coming up, obvious strength save, right? And then Kane's like, I can do it, and the coach's like, no.
I got it.
And the kid's like, wait, that's strength, Electra.
Yeah, watch this. Falls over. She's like, fuck!
I imagine it's like one of those dolls that like come back up and hit you after you hit it. She gets knocked out.
That's strength Electra. Boom! Knocks herself out.
Kane's like,
Oh.
Electra. No, he would just hold back Electra and place her somewhere else. She's like, no.
I can do it!
Kane's like, no, you can't.
You don't believe in me.
You're gonna get crushed by a boulder.
You don't believe in me.
He just looks at her like, are you serious right now? Okay, well, some saves for them.
And she says, well, why do you think they decided to put us in here?
Probably to take us to Lolth or Iris or whoever.
Why not just kill us?
Because I guess we're too entertaining to be killed.
Well, now that we have the time, she pulls out some of the documents in her bag. She says, we can look through
You got through. You got half of them.
She gets it. We can look through some of these.
Okay. He sits down.
She sits next to him.
She's like, okay. Roll investigation as you're going through this.
Eight.
How do you think she's looking through this with the 8? Stop looking at her! Why is she looking at the Kane?
He's pretty.
Kane's like, Joe, why are you looking at me? I bet he's like fully focused on reading it, and he's like, are you looking at
pretty?
Is that what you're thinking about now?
I'm thinking about how we're trapped in a mirror together and there's no one else here but us.
I mean, this is alone time in a weird way.
I know, and there's absolutely no way Elliot or Loth could get here.
That's actually weirdly true.
See?
He chuckles. He gives you a kiss on your head. We have to read, Electra.
Fine.
Plus, I don't think you can read any of this anyway. Well, unless you have comprehend languages.
I do!
He's like, this is all an abyssal.
Aha!
I think Bane was trying, or Ball was trying to make sure no one could read this.
Comprehend languages!
Yeah, you're able to understand abyssal.
I understand.
You think this is what Kane can understand?
Wow, this is crazy.
Kane chuckles. I mean, every tiefling knows abyssal. Some not as proper as others.
And every Asimar knows Celestial.
He chuckles. Much prettier than abyssal.
Is it?
It sounds prettier.
It sounds like screeching.
I don't know, it sounds like a song to me.
You're biased.
Well, I'm always biased with you. I can't help my beautiful wife is just perfect to me. He says.
She holds a book up to his face.
What?
You're supposed to be reading, Kay.
I am reading. I'm multitasking.
Oh yeah, what have you got?
Well, it looks like Ball was definitely looking at something related to Saloon and Shar. But it doesn't seem like these are plans against them. It actually seems more investigative, I guess. Like, not in a malicious way. Like, these aren't spy plans or anything. It's like he knew something was coming up regarding them. Almost. I don't really know Saloon and Shar history, that is to say.
I do.
He shows you some of the papers he thought was more important than the rest.
She looks at him.
Old history. So, you know, there's a huge years where they just fucking... Well, Shar mostly hated Saloon's guts. You really think Saloon really didn't hate Shar at all. And there seems to be a very sort of, like, important city name that you know is in the west. That's closer to the border of the east. Like, it's one of the big western cities that are closer to the border of the east. And it's a large city that is actually one of Shar's only cities in the west. And there's research regarding it for some reason. Shar took that city from Saloon, and you know that.
Okay.
In a pretty nasty war.
She says, that's weird.
Yeah, that seems to be what most of these papers are about, is that city. I'm assuming Mikkel's other half of the papers can reveal something else about that, though. But it seems like he was looking into it for some reason.
But why would Iris and them want to hide that unless they're trying to do something with Saloon and Shah?
I think that's maybe what Ball was trying to go to warn.
And now we're in a mirror.
We're in a mirror.
So she thinks if she puts Kane in her cuffs, would she be able to go to the...
Would you like to try to put Kane in your cuffs?
Yeah.
You can't. Don't worry, Demar's and Mikkel got you. You're so funny!
She's like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think it is for Damaris and Mikkel to get us out of this?
I'd say a 9. I give them the benefit of the doubt. He's so fine.
I'm glad one of us has hope.
I mean,
I think we're gonna get out when we're in front of Lolf and Elliot, but
I mean, what else would you? And you feel yourself get pulled from the mirror fast,
oh shit!
and you blink and you're like floating in the void, and you see Damaris and Mikkel also floating. Like Mikkel's upside down floating. And Damaris, you see him have like he seems to have like a sword, and he must have destroyed the mirror. As you see, Kane is now floating in the void.
She's like, we need to hurry back to Amigo.
Damaris is like, I know, that's why I took the mirror and broke it. You see, they're not really scuffed up. Like, they're not like injured, but they're like a little scuffed up. Like, they got little scratches, maybe some webs on
She's
them.
like, you don't understand.
And Mikkel's like, okay, hang on. And you see, like, I mean, you're like floating in like nothing, and you see that tiny little thing of like balls land over there.
We're pretty far away.
Damaris is like, yeah. Because you see him open a gate. He uses a small gate and he opens up a gate.
She pushes Kane through.
Yeah, you all go through. And the gate closes behind you. And you appear right outside of Balls City. As you hit the snow.
We gotta hurry back to Alamingo. We have to go back to Alamingo.
Okay.
We have to go.
Mikkel does teleportation circle for y'all. That's his last what's up that. And you're back on Amigo!
She says, okay, open your bag. Open your bag.
Yeah,
Open your bag.
Mikkel
Open your bag. Open your bag.
He opens it.
She hands the other papers to Damaris.
You hand the other papers to the
She
you shove it all in his
looks through at Mikkel's.
Yeah, it's an abyssal. Again, you think Ball was trying to cover it up, basically, because Underdark people don't really know abyssal well. You read it. This one's roll a history check for what you remember about learning about this, because this is more Saloon's
I'm gonna
side.
be pissed off if she doesn't remember.
It's a really easy roll.
19.
Yeah, you had to get below a 5 to fucking not really know it. But with a 19, you get more detail. So you remember, as you're sitting there like, you remember Ferdinand's Chi-Chi and Bibble.
The Bibble?
The Bibble. I don't know, it feels weird calling like some kind of
Bible of
scripture
Saloon.
text, like a Bible. I think it's Saloon's book. Hey, they call Saloon Saloone.
It's Saloon! Not Saloon, eh? Even the fucking
Wait.
bitches in Baldur's Gate call her Saloon.
Spanish people be like, Saloone.
Fuck off.
Saloon, eh?
Shut the fuck up!
It's funny. Wasn't it funny?
Hilarious.
I know, so funny all the time. But as you look at it, there was, I like thinking how it works. There used to be, like, it was a really long time ago, you think, but you don't know when to place it exactly, like in terms of timeline. You think, but it's like ancient history. Is that Saloon and Shard made a pact regarding that city. You're not sure what the pact entails, but you know for a fact that Ball mentions this pact.
Okay.
In here, and mentions the pact about that city.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems to be all of his research as, basically is regarding that city and that treaty regarding that city that Saloon and Shard made.
She prays to Saloon.
And she's like, hello?
Bring me there.
Okay. She opens a gate and you see a gate.
She goes through.
Kane goes through. Mikkel goes through and Damaris also goes through. So you 4 have gone through. You are in front of Saloon.
What's the city called?
Let me look up Final Fantasy 14 city names. It's the only way I'm going to remember a name. Final Fantasy 14 city names. No, I don't want to know username names. I just saw Officer Nipples.
What?
Elzen.
Okay.
Or I should say, it's called Elzen. Yeah, it's Elzen.
She says, what's your pact with Shah regarding Elzen?
Elzen? My god, that's an ancient pact. Saloon? Well, she said Shar took that city from me through a brutal war.
Mm-hmm.
It is a city of significance for us both because it was actually the city where we first split from our original form. And so she wanted the city for me. The war happened. I was tired of the war and people dying, so I said white flag. And I had to accept a treaty with her that she forced me into to never interfere in that city ever again.
Okay.
For me, I kind of forgot about the pact, of course. It's been thousands and thousands of centuries. Like centuries and thousands of years.
Don't interfere with that city.
I don't plan to.
If there's a problem in that city, talk to Shah.
Yes, no, I do that all the time. She's like, I don't interfere in that city at all.
She shows her the papers.
Mm-hmm.
She says, and we found these in Bull's realm. And guess who was trying to hide those?
I can only assume. She's...
So I assume something is going to happen with the city.
I can't for sure. Maybe a setup for me. But I plan to never interfere in that city, so you don't need to worry about me ever doing something.
Well, I don't know that they think that they can break you and Shah's relationship, but perhaps it has something to do with you guys being one.
Possibly. I'm not sure how Shar feels about the pact nowadays either. So.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to her too.
But
is there anything in that city regarding your split left?
whatever used to be there has been taken out already by me and Shar.
Okay.
Or Shar. I have some things, she probably has the others.
Okay.
But I know we left no trace there in that city.
And there's no way anyone could replicate that split?
Absolutely not. What happened was permanent. There's no way to bring us back together like that ever again. That would require the whole weave to do that for us.
That's also making me... Okay. Well, in the same realm, we also said that Ball couldn't die the way that he did either, so...
But unless the whole power of the weave was harnessed, we would not be able to be brought back together.
Have you talked to Maisha recently?
She's okay, yes.
Okay. If she's not, you know what's coming. She says, but it also could be you trying to split up you and Shah, I suppose, but that feels like a very simple plan, and it's not a coincidence that it's a city you all split in or have a pact regarding.
True. Personally, I'm not.
But that's okay, I'm gonna go threaten Shah, so can you open up a portal there?
Okay. She opens up a portal. You're the stars realm.
With everybody.
Okay.
Shah.
What? She's actually there. What?
She gives her all of the documents.
What the fuck is all this?
It's from Ball's realm. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your pact regarding Elzen with Saloon.
Yes.
Can you explain it to me?
I wanted the city. And I got it.
And?
That's this tree. If she doesn't, if you can't interfere with it at all,
And if she does?
I'd be pretty upset with her.
Why?
It's my city, not hers. I love this woman.
Shah?
What?
You are threatening everything!
Wait. I said I'd be upset with her. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna blow up the world.
Yeah, what do you do when you get upset, Shah? Make bad choices!
I've gotten better. Liar. Doris is a liar.
We found that in Ball's realm. You want to know what else was in Ball's realm? A bunch of fucking spider webs. And those documents were hidden in said spider webs. Which means that the place in which you and Saloon split, and the place in which you all have a pact over, quite literally is a topic of conversation with the bad people. I wonder why.
Because they probably want to split me and Saloon up. It's not gonna happen.
She stares at her.
Don't stare at me. All of you stop staring at me like that.
Well, we know when you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you are. You're a bull-faced liar.
I'm not a ball-faced liar.
Okay, even if it doesn't make you attack Saloon, it may make you not want to communicate as much with her. And make you more distant from her. And that makes a problem. Because if the dark and light gods aren't communicating, Shah, which you are the two that communicate between each other, then we have a problem. An issue.
Well, why would she ever even interfere with the city? She would not.
Because it's a setup.
I know, so that's why I'm not going to be mad at Saloon, because it's a setup. Not her doing anything.
But what if it doesn't look like a setup, Shah? That's the whole point!
I'm inclined to believe Saloon she would not interfere with the city at all. Because she hasn't...
But it would make you upset.
If she wouldn't interfere with it, so why would it be upset?
Oh my god, what if there were extenuating circumstances? Break the pact! Break the pact!
I am not breaking the
pact! Break the pact!
I'm not breaking it!
Why?
I'm not breaking the pact!
Break the pact!
No!
Why? She doesn't want the city!
She's a liar.
So are you!
I am keeping the pact up.
I worked so hard.
The kill pats your back. Doris is like, bruh. She's like, Char, there's no point in keeping the pact around. If things have changed, then this pact needs to go.
She's holding her head. She's like, Shah, do you not understand how much I have sacrificed for you and Saloon's stupidity? Do you know? I swear to God, if we go back to a shitty place I don't want to go to, okay, because you won't break a stupid fucking pact, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna kill you both myself.
I get that.
Do you?
Well, I know you would kill us.
I would beat your ass. I would kill you. I would find a way.
She's like, I'll talk to Saloon about it.
That's not a yes.
That's called talking, and little kids need to stay out of it. She's a lost girl.
That is bold of you to say when a little kid had to fix the relationship between you and your sister.
I know, and it shouldn't be your job anymore.
But here's the thing. Here's the line. What happens between you and Saloon literally affects us.
Yes, it does, but now it's our job to maintain that relationship so it doesn't affect you all.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. There was a reason Ball wasn't going to tell you or Saloon. Because there are some things you won't budge on, and there are some things she won't budge on. So the only people that can prevent it are the people that you're looking at right now. The children you're looking at right now. Why else would Ball go to us and not you? And why else would they fight so hard to kill Ball before he could get to us?
It makes sense, though I find it quite offensive on Ball's part.
I don't. Because after having one conversation with you right now about this pact, I could tell very well that it wouldn't have went well if he did.
you would have shut him down. And he wouldn't have got in the door to speak to Saloon. Am I wrong?
I guess you're not entirely wrong. Though it's a lot different nowadays with that city, so...
It also happens to be the city that you and Saloon split in. This could also come into play.
It could, but it hardly could unless they control the weave.
That's what Saloon said. But we're making a lot of assumptions on what our bad guys are or are not capable of. And there's a strong possibility they can simply mortalize Maestra. They haven't been able to get a big god like that other than Lathander.
That is true.
But that doesn't mean they don't know how.
Fair points.
There's many fair points, because I know what I'm talking about. It's almost like I've lived a fucking life where I understand you and Saloon very, very well. It's crazy. It's really crazy. 25 years. Okay. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm not even going to make you promise. I'm telling you. If you or Saloon step out of line and cause issues with this, in any regarding this city, we're going to have an issue.
Okay.
Because this is a line. This is clearly a plan that they are setting up. And I'm telling you way ahead of time to make you aware of what this plan is or could be. Because more than likely, they could try to attack this city to get you or Saloon to go there.
That is true. We could be dragged there.
But you know what would make Saloon interfere with that city? If you went there.
That's true.
If you were there and it was a setup for somebody else to come get you, how would that make you feel if Saloon tried to save the day?
Pretty pissed.
Yeah, I know. Because she's undermining your capabilities and powers. And she's putting herself in harm's way at the same time to do it. And Saloon has a habit, just like Mikkel over here does, where they like to save a lot of people and save everyone.
Oh, so you see Mikkel's gun. He went to Saloon's realm.
Yeah. Mikkel over in Saloon's realm. Okay? They have a habit of wanting to save everyone. And whether it is one of us, whether it is you, or whatever, in that realm, in that city, that becomes in mortal danger, where Saloon feels the need that she has to intervene. You have to be aware of that. You have to be aware that it's going to come up where Saloon is going to put herself in harm's way in order to try and save you, because that is who she is.
Why do you think I made that pact about that city?
And you're going to have to break it.
You see Damaris stay next to you, like, cross his arms as he looks at Shar.
Just like me and Damaris have to compromise with Mikkel, you have to compromise with this standing trait of who Saloon is. That she wants to be a hero, and she wants to save people. Because she does.
I know she does.
And she especially wants to save the people she cares about. She wants to save you.
Yes, I know that.
Okay. Because I can't exactly tell her Don't save Shah if Shah's about to die, because she's going to do it anyway. Because I'm not convinced that it's a setup for you. It's a setup for her.
Yes, it would be a setup for her if anything was to be set up against me.
Yes.
That's why I tend to be very careful.
Which means that you can't go to that city.
I'm not going to go to that city. Just because it's my city, I'm not going to go to it.
But if the people there are dying or in danger or getting possessed or whatever, no matter what...
Yes, I won't go there. I already know that. Yes, I've even done it with my current cities.
Shit, evacuate the city. Send them to Saloon City.
I've done that before.
Do it now.
I can't exactly do that now. It's going to take at least a week for them to evacuate.
Stop.
I guess.
Get some people out.
I guess I'll start.
She says because here's the thing. Okay, there's multiple ways that this could go. Your people are there. You go to try and mediate the situation. Save them. Okay? Saloon intervenes. Or, here's the other one that feels like a real kicker. Neither of you move. We go to try to mediate the situation. We get in harm's way because it's a trap for us. And then one of you intervenes.
True. It's gonna take a week for all those people to get out of the city.
And she says, well, let's hope that they don't do it in a week.
Let's hope they don't.
Otherwise, I don't know, couldn't you just put them in your realm?
Dangerous for them, mostly, to be all in my realm. My realm isn't exactly always closed doors.
In parts.
In parts.
So if you take parts of the city...
I'd also have
the
to make
people.
sure they weren't traitors of any kind.
Well, you could handle traitors.
Usually, yeah.
I mean, I guess we don't know what's happening with Ball, but...
Exactly.
She says, the problem is that I'm less inclined to believe... I'm more inclined to believe it's a setup, because they have a habit of doing setups.
Yes, they do.
Trying to screw us over, but if we see the setup coming, which we kind of see a vision of a setup, regarding 1, the pact, 2, the city, and you, and Saloon.
Damar says, I can even help bring people to this realm. It's not that
Which
hard.
is, we could also help in order to get them into other cities.
Damar's like, Ramona has all the connections to be able to move people like that in the West.
I mean, mass teleportations, where you could just teleport by the masses, and gods could help. I'm sure Ogma wouldn't mind.
Mm-hmm. But Damar says, I don't think you should send your shards to a Saloonite city.
You could just keep them in a bunch of people's realms.
That's true.
I mean, it wouldn't be the most feasible, but...
You see Damar's look outside at Char's realm, which is really empty.
Just, you have the space.
Oh, I have a space, yes. Damar's is like, just do it. Who cares?
She says we could help you verify.
Plus, we can just... Plus, if they're going after your followers, they won't be able to.
Not if they're here.
So technically, you'd get a win.
Unless they're coming for something in the city itself, but I mean...
Char's like, there's nothing left in that city that would be
matter
beneficial
that
to
much,
them.
yeah. He says, so if the people aren't there, then there's no point. But they do know we got this information, so the faster that we expedite this, probably the better.
Mars nods, and he says, and rethink that contract, because you said you wanted to change things between you and Saloon. Maybe they're trying to change those old contracts y'all had.
She nods. She
Char-
says, especially because things are different.
Yeah, that was at least thousands of years ago, or even more. And Shard rolls her eyes, and she's like, fine, let's get started. But you get out. But you both need to. You three, because Kane's there. He's been just standing there, like true NPC energy.
Yeah, listen to him.
He's like, she's like, I'll get started. You go back to Alamigio and figure out the situations there.
No, we need to verify that each one are your followers.
That's true. Let's start the master implementation.
She looks so tired. She's like, leave me alone.
Her face looking like that.
Just we have to verify that each one of them is your follower.
I can verify myself.
Okay, then don't bring them there unless they are your follower, and make sure they don't have any marks from Iris.
That's easy to do.
Let
it in. Yes.
I got